Hey, good morning to you if you're headed to work. And one thing that I realized of all the jobs I've had in my life, there's always one perv employee, a co-employee that you work with. Ours is Sienna. Hi.
Hi.
It's live, Joey boy.
It's JD.
And it's the perv Sienna.
I just don't think that's what it is on that cup.
I think so. I'm 10 toes down with this.
Listen, 833-730-6377. There's a couple things you have to do. You got to call us after you follow us on Instagram at The Morning Mess. Sienna has posted up a picture of a Starbucks bag. People that go to Starbucks, I know they call it Starbies, but the fans of Starbucks, are they called something? Like fans of Harry Potter or Potterheads?
Good question.
The Starbinators.
Starbinators.
Good morning, Starbinators. You're headed to Starbucks, right? I've seen this a couple times. I will admit, I've seen this a couple, not a lot. Sometimes you have these struggling artists that will doodle on your bag or even your cup.
Yes.
And you and your bestie, Gabriella went to one, did a drawing. Again, it's at The Morning Mess. There's a debate on studio what the doodle is. Now, you think it's inappropriate.
Yes, I think it's a male private part, to say the least. A peen.
A peen. JD, do you see a peen?
No, I immediately see a necktie.
A necktie.
Yeah, only because I know what one of those things that you're talking about look like.
You've seen one for your whole life.
I've seen one myself, and there's some details that are missing, so I immediately said necktie.
Health 101, you took that too?
Health 101, flunked, but...
I just think whoever at Starbies was not a good artist, and it just looks like they were trying to draw. And you know, with Starbucks at this point, even if you don't go, it's a mermaid, like on the logo is a mermaid. I think they were going to try drawing the body. They didn't finish, or it was a bad attempt of drawing the body of the face of the mermaid.
So my best friend and I, we live in the same apartment complex. So when we came home, she came up to my apartment and she had showed my husband, and my husband also thinks it looks like what I think it looks like. And so we're also just debating, and her husband doesn't think so. He's on a different island.
What does he think it is?
He thinks it looks like a necktie, like JD.
Okay.
Yes, so he's on that, side of it with JD. And I even dropped it in my family group chat because I just needed more opinions and more insight. First of all, my family was like, Sienna, what is this? But they were trying to be innocent with it. I'm like, play the damn game. But my mom said it looked like a worm.
A worm?
A worm. And then my dad said it looked like kind of a body, kind of how you were saying. So I'm getting a lot of different opinions, but then I asked my friends, and about like 6 of them are on my side of
They think it's a peen.
anatomy. A peen, yes. So I am just asking anyone and everyone of what they think this damn thing looks like.
Here's my wonder. Times is tough still, right? Tariffs and everything. Mm-hmm. This is a surefire way to get fired.
If you're trying to get fired, this is exactly what you should draw.
On every bag.
Because I would think, honestly, females, if you got this, you immediately are kind of like offended. And you were wondering, maybe this bag got mixed up and someone was just maybe on their break. They had a few extra minutes.
Right.
And they were just messing around with a coworker.
Right. Maybe someone they knew. But let's play the game, right?
Uh-huh.
There are professional complainers and Karens, if you will. I think it depending what city this Starbucks is in, that they could take a joke, and some might.
Oh,
Where was the Starbucks?
Paradise Valley.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
You know how many Karens live up there?
That's what I'm saying. It's nothing but old people going on a hike, and then here we go and get our order, and there's what I think looks like male anatomy on it. So I'm just very shocked.
Why couldn't you just laugh and move on? Because I thought it was funny.
We are. I didn't go carrying it out and go report it to the manager. We're laughing about it, but I just need to know what it is.
Right.
If a kid got that, can you imagine if you sent in Gia to go get your order and that's what was on there and she goes, what is this?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think it's a peen. So I would look at it and I'm like, oh, someone doesn't know how to draw the body of the mermaid. That's horrible. Let's see you do it. Let's get in a bag and see you draw it.
But my thing is, like, wouldn't you immediately just think that? Because that's like where my mind went.
When I saw it?
Yes, if it was you, I can imagine that's what you would think.
But right when you pick it up, you're telling me it doesn't look like a peen.
I said it looks like a tie.
I thot it looked like a bad drawing of a mermaid.
I guess I'm rolling around in the gutter. My mind just isn't in the gutter. I'm rolling around.
I get it.
Rent-free there.
I get it.
Well, listen, you're not the only one. You said more than half of your friends think the same thing, and your best friend thought the same thing.
And my husband.
And your husband.
Yes.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you're not right. In my opinion, all right? Producer Jules is hard at the job. You gave her the location. We don't want to say the location because the last thing we want to do is get someone fired if they are just a bad artist. I hear where you're coming from. I can see, and obviously you're not the only one because it might be like, listen, make the lattes. Stop
How
drawing
do
on
you
the
have
bags.
so much time to draw, dude? Starbucks is booming.
Just spell my name wrong and then give me my order. Like, you don't have to draw.
Sienna with a C.
Yeah.
Call me Ciara and let me just go away. I don't need a penile injection on my bag.
Exactly.
Call up and let us know what you think it is. And then we're trying to get, like, as I was saying, producer Jules is trying to call someone and see if they'll go on the radio with us and find out, is there... I don't know how it works. Is there one person that draws on the bags and cups? Can anybody do it? I have no idea how that works.
Dude, if we call, they're going to think it's a prank call. So I hope whoever we get on the line, they'll like stay with us and entertain this.
Yeah, well,
Right.
we can't go about it in a joking way. So if we call, we have to be serious about it.
Yeah.
Well, you're the one who thought it was so you're the one who's trying to joke and be immature right away.
I think Sienna definitely calls because I think they'll think it's a prank off. It's me or you.
a man can't.
Yeah,
call
man can't do
here.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, that is true.
It's weird. So you call
Okay.
and then find out who, why.
I'm so down because I need this put to bed. I really do.
Is it a peen or not? What's up at the Morning Mess on Instagram? Call and let us know your thoughts. This is what we do for a living. Oh, D-back tickets on the way as well.
Yeah.
Taking swinging bats. We got those tickets, 4 of them, 7 o'clock hour. Hang out. To peen or not to peen? That is the question. It's live. It's the Morning Mess. Happy Tuesday to you. D-backs versus the Padres on Daddy's Day. Father's Day this Sunday. We have tickets for you coming up in minutes. Your guy Joey Boy.
What up? It's JD.
And it's Sienna.
The disturbance in Sienna's life. I mean, this is her priorities. There are
Yes.
people starving in the world. There are protests. There's so much going on. But she cannot sleep at night because of a drawing on her Starbucks bag.
Yes, and I think it looks like a peen and other people don't. So I need this settled once and for all.
You sometimes dabble when you go to Starbucks once in a while. JD, have you ever got a bag that someone drew on?
I didn't even know they draw things.
I've seen it literally, I can count on one hand when I've seen someone draw on the Starbucks bags. It's very rare because Starbucks is always cracking. I don't think they have time to draw. But every blue moon you have some artsy person or they draw some. But the art that they drew you is questionable. You think it looks very phallic. Very,
Yes.
You call it a peen.
Yes, that's what we're calling it.
Male anatomy and your husband. When you showed your husband, did he laugh or be like, what the hell?
No, he laughed.
He
He
laughed.
wasn't mad or anything about it. Yeah.
The picture's up at The Morning Mess on Instagram. Take a look. Take a gander. What is it? We're not going to try to tell you what it is. You tell us what you think it is. All right, we're taking your calls, 833
730.
6377. Our producer Jules is trying to get a hold of someone to talk to at the Starbucks to find out who the hell is the artist, right? And what are they trying to draw? You think it's a peen. JD think it's a
tie.
and I just think it's a bad artist that was trying to draw the rest of the little mermaid, the little siren of Starbucks on the side. So let's talk to Carolyn in Peoria. She took a little gander at the Instagram. Carolyn, what do you think it is?
It looks like a legit peen.
It looks
Thank
like a
you.
legit peen. Okay.
It's just not true. There are 2 things specifically missing.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a peen to me.
But I'm just saying, immediately when I grabbed the order and saw that, that's where my mind went. So when we posted it up and now people are also saying the same thing, I feel validated.
There's this little high school kid who just graduated. Poor Troy. He's just making, hourly, not the best artist, just trying to make someone day. And he gets a perv like Sienna. And he just was trying to make a serpent.
Oh, he made my day. Just not in the way he wanted to.
You thought of your husband real quick? You really think so, hon, that it looks like a peen?
Yes, it does. When I seen it before Sienna mentioned it, I was like, maybe you shouldn't have drawn that.
Maybe.
What a good
That's
idea.
true. Okay, let's play the game. First place, you think it's a peen. In second place, say we're trying to get a hold of this Starbucks to talk to anybody who draws on these bags to see what their intentions were. If it's not a peen, what would be your second choice?
It kind of looks like a tie.
Could be a tie, what
Okay.
JD said.
Well, it is a tie.
Right.
Because like I said, there are multiple details that I can just off top tell you, but I'm not going to.
I think the tie's the loophole. Maybe the intention was the peen, but they're like, oh, it kind of still looks like a tie. So in case I get in trouble,
A
there's the
subtle.
fallback.
Ah.
But a tie, I feel like at the end has kind of like a triangle. That looked more like a peen at the end.
But I don't understand why they would draw it that way. It would be the other way. It was the other thing I was looking at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why would it be looking down? That's all I'm going to say.
A bow tie would have been the move in this regard.
Exactly.
There's other options.
Can we all agree maybe they should have just did a bow tie or
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Just serve the damn drink.
Yeah.
Have a nice
Put it
day.
in the bag. Put the sandwich in the
No one
bag.
asked for it. No one.
All right. Well, people are calling and commenting that they're agreeing with you, Sienna. This is one way to get fired if you hate your manager. First of all, I heard Starbucks pays well. It has great insurance. So they just must hate their manager to try to get fired if they were intentionally drawing peens on the Starbucks bag.
Yeah, if that's the case, though, they failed because I didn't go back in and complain. Now we're making a whole thing about it on the radio.
I know. If I'm a local shop, I'm drawing 100 of these ties on it. Because that's what it is.
All right. Well, thank you for the call, love. I think producer Jules is waving us down. I think she got the number and we got the green light that someone will go live with us. I'm assuming it's probably a manager from this Starbs. We don't want to say the location, Sienna, because our intent is not to get anyone fired.
Right.
We just need to know what the hell it is.
That's all. I need to sleep at night, so that's all I need to know.
Right.
You're
Okay.
so nosy.
What do you mean?
Dude, it's a bow tie or it's a tie. It
This is
should have
the
been a bow
biggest
tie.
debate we've ever had, so I need it settled.
I'm in for it. I'm in. I'm all in. I need to talk to someone. It's like, what the hell did you draw? What's your problem?
Fam, we're going to get this post reported on our IG.
Because why? It looks like a peen.
All right, love. Keep it locked. We're going to talk to, I think, the manager at that Starbucks and find out what's this a drawing of, okay?
Thanks. Bye, guys. Love ya.
Love you too,
Love
Perv.
Bye.
Okay, it's live. I've never been this excited in my 30 years of radio ever than right now. It's the pinnacle of my career. It's the Morning Mess. Joey Boy.
What up, is JD?
And it's Sienna.
Sienna and her family and friends are obsessed with this Starbucks bag that she went this past week with her best friend, Gab. Good morning, Gab. And I think the little mermaid, someone drew a peen on it.
Yeah, that's our assumption.
And most of your friends agree with you, including your husband.
Yes.
Me and JD don't.
It's a tie.
Me and producer Jules thinks it's like they were trying to draw the body of the mermaid, but Sienna's going to call that store and find out.
I'm very excited, but also nervous because this could be someone's job on the line, but for selfish reasons, I need to know what it
We
is.
got to find out if they're drawing penises on these bags.
Hopefully she just plays the game.
Hello, thank you for calling Starbucks on Second and This is Tanae. How can I help you?
Hi, I was just calling with a quick question because I was there about a couple days ago. And with your guys' new policy, I know you guys write nice, lovely notes to your customers, whether it's on a cup or the to-go food. Do you know if there's any doodling involved as well?
Any doodling?
Yeah, do your employees doodle on the to-go, orders at all, the mobile orders?
Yeah, was there a problem?
I'm just wondering because I got some artwork last week when I was in, and it may have been a little inappropriate. So I was just wondering if anyone in there was doodling while giving away your guys' mobile orders.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. What was it, or what did it look like?
It was right under the girl's face, so it was going down. My husband thinks it looks like male anatomy, a peen, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
I mean, it's okay. I'm completely fine with it. I am just very curious at this point. Would you happen to know if that's what it was supposed to be?
Yeah, so actually I'm figuring that probably was me. If I may explain the whole thing. So when we draw on cups, part of the rule is that we are not allowed to draw on the siren symbol.
The siren symbol. Okay, part of the mermaid. Gotcha.
When we draw on the bag, the entire thing is the siren, the mermaid symbol, right? So
Right.
I thought it would be kind of cute to sometimes we draw like earrings, sometimes we draw a little necktie, I do. I have seen a couple of other people do it, but it was probably me.
Oh, it was you. Okay. So what was it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be a necktie. It's like
A necktie.
like it's supposed to go to work and everything, like professional attire.
Okay, my husband and I, we have a great sense of humor, so we didn't think it was necessary to go in and try to, speak to the manager, all that stuff, but it was a debate. I thought it looked like a peen, and now it's confirmed it was a necktie.
Damn it, JD was right. He's never right. Can't believe this. What's her name?
Anymore. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so today I'm actually calling from our morning show here on Live 101.5, The Morning Mess. I have my co-host here, and this was up for debate in our studio, so we just had to call you guys up and see what it was.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Tanae.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
So I didn't think it looked like a peen, which my co-host Sienna thought it was, and then I thought you were drawing like the neck of like the mermaid.
Yeah, it's just a tie, like, like professional, like people on the way to work and whatnot.
Yes, and then the person on our show, JD, who never gets anything right, he says, "Guys, I think it's a tie." And that doesn't look like a tie. It looks a little phallic. But he was right. Now we owe him breakfast. And
Well, we thought someone was going to get fired.
thank God you're the one that picked up. That's awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm very curious as to which bag it was.
We
Can
can.
I take a picture?
Yeah, we can totally take a picture because the first thing I did is let me see it. And, Sienna here, I don't think she's seen many peen in her life. And I'm like, that doesn't look inappropriate. She's like, me and my best friend, we all think it is. But JD called it. He's like, I think that's a tie.
Okay, well, thank you, JD, for I good over here.
We're going to come to your store and just buy it out at this point. We're just wasting your time. But we literally have been sitting here for an hour during our show trying to figure out the artwork, Picasso. And maybe, that day you were just thinking about your man and, it just came out a little phallic. It's okay.
No.
I understand why you would draw a tie. Father's Day is coming.
Yes, Father's Day.
Yes. Sienna, you're such a perv, bro.
I guess I am. I'm sorry,
and
Tanae.
I wanna also mention this is so ironic because I am the one in the store that's like always all about the rules. Hence me explaining like we're not supposed to draw on the siren. Because people might take it the wrong way. And here I am getting a call about me drawing inappropriate things.
It wasn't inappropriate. Not the best artist, but you know what? Thank you for the laugh. I'm sure everyone is laughing in their car right now. Keep doing it. It's hilarious. Yeah.
I would pick something other than a tie.
Instagram, like viral on Instagram right now.
Yes, it'll probably be viral on Instagram right now. And we're going to ask our listeners, hopefully you start listening live 115, we're going to ask people what they think it is. I think most of them will say tie.
Yeah. We won't say your store. You're safe. You're good, unless you want to get popping.
Yeah.
And everyone.
Yes.
That they will be the creative genius.
You are a creative genius. We're going to spend our money at your location. We won't say which location you're at, but we're going to spend our money there because we don't want to embarrass you or get you in trouble or anything.
Thank you so much. No, see, now I like y'all more and more.
We got another listener. Hey, one at a time.
Yes, pillars of the community.
All right. Well, we'll let you get back to work. We'll let you go off and you and your penis drawings. Have a great day.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Don't tell us what to do. Bye.
Bye.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Come on. Does it get any better than
Are
that?
you kidding me?
What are the chances?
I know, and she admitted it too. She's like, "Oh, it was me."
Oh God,
She knew exactly what she was doing.
I respect the hell like she took ownership of that.
She did.
Because it could have been so bad for her. We could have like made a corporate, complaint and.
I totally would understand if someone immediately would go to corporate or would put that
Yes.
online or whatever, because you have to be careful when you're drawing shapes like that.
Yeah.
Yes, if you go to The Morning Mess, at The Morning Mess, you will see the picture. At this point, you know what it is, but
Yes.
would you have thought it was a tie? I thought it was like the body of a mermaid. Me and producer Jules thought that. And then the horn dog over here and her friend Gabriella thought it was a peen.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it looked like.
I know what a peen looks like. That doesn't look like one.
There's no way you draw that and look at it and you're like, okay, that doesn't look inappropriate. Let's send it out into the world.
I don't know. I can't speak for you.
What a great sport she was.
Hopefully her drinks are better than her art.
Sienna Nicole.
With all due respect.
With all due respect.